God, I drank so much wine last night. It's affecting me. I think I have a hangover. Ooh, yeah. Because I was doing karaoke. I was singing. Good morning. Welcome to I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board of Comments on YouTube. Yeah, so I was drinking port, wine, singing. And then I woke up this morning. My head is pounding. Thank the Lord I don't have to go to work today. So now I said, you know what? Let me get to work and come on YouTube. hmm Yeah, let me do a little doodah. So my head is hurting, it's pounding. So I think that's a hangover. Yeah, I think that's a hangover. So I'm trying not to move my head too much and waiting for someone to join me. So I'm drinking water. I can't even smoke a spliff the way my head hurt me. You know, say me love for my ganja weed. So when you say me can't even do that, you must know say my head really hurt. So I'm just waiting. Yeah, my eyes feel weak. After I finish this, I'm gonna go lay down. Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down. I'm just waiting. Someone's joining me. Good morning. I have a hangover. That's why I look like this. My head out hurt me. My eye then weak. I was drinking port wine and doing karaoke last night, so you know it me can't even move my head good. So if this is what a hangover is, I have one. So I'm drinking some water and I'm not minding my business. So what are we gonna talk about today? Okay, first of all, I want to define something because again, you have these people that love to talk, but they don't know what they're talking about. Let's go to Google. You know, we gotta tear them down. You know, we gotta let them know what's up. I'm so messy. Why are you so messy? I'm a Rasta for life. You're supposed to deal with truths and rights. And you up there being messy. Well, sometimes you have to be. Because you see, when the people them are trying to tear down the people them, you have to come with a counteraction. This phone is so slow, like me. Okay. Depression. Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest and can interfere with your daily activities. Okay, that's depression. Now, if you're not a counselor or any of these things, and you want to do like a program on depression, I would advise that you have a counselor on board to keep the naysayers quiet. Because these people seem to think that they got the answers for everything, the Three Stooges, right? Yeah, we being messy today. They think they got the answers for everything, the Three Stooges. So if you see somebody, I try to reach out to the people then. How you know that how you know that somebody that have things in line? So when the program begin, boop bop, there you go. There's a licensed counselor on board. Now to me, it seems like the Three Stooges are the depressed ones. Sometimes you have to counteract. Because if you depend on the phone for nearly 3.5 hours, I talk about one somebody, the Three Stooges. You're depressed. You need some counseling. Something not right. So when y'all talking about ning, 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 and this, that, y'all are just jealous. Why? Because no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter whatever, all what the Three Stooges are chat about is nonsense. And the more that they do it, is the more that they see that they losing, and they don't want to give it up. No, they don't. They're hanging on and holding on strong. So I think that, I think they're suffering from depression. The Three Stooges. Because it don't make no sense that you have nothing. You're sad. You're sad. And you have a mood disorder. And your moodiness is based on somebody else's success. And you don't like it. And it's making you very depressed. Counteraction. Right? You three need counseling. You're screaming, you're carrying on, or doing all kind of moody stuff. What else it say? Hold on. Let's see if we can apply the thing. For the Three Stooges. I can't. Okay. What are 5 signs of depression? Feelings of sadness, tearfulness, emptiness, or hopelessness. That sounds like them, right? Okay. Angry outbursts, irritability or frustration, even over small matters. Loss of interest or pleasure in most or all normal activities, such as sex, hobbies, or sports, sleep disturbances, including insomnia or sleeping too much. Wow. The Three Stooges. All of these apply to you guys. So you guys are depressed. The Three Stooges, you need counseling. It's called counteraction. Let's go over it one more time. What are the 5 major Signs of depression: feelings of sadness, tearfulness, emptiness, or hopelessness, angry outbursts, irritability or frustration, even over small matters, loss of interest or pleasure in most of or all normal activities, such as sex, hobbies, or sports. Sleep disturbances, including insomnia, that means you can't sleep, or sleeping too much. So who's depressed? You don't have to be young to be depressed. You don't have to be a young'un. But yes, young'uns get depressed. But I'm talking about the Three Stooges. It's called counteraction. But you do it intelligently. So, a good idea is to always have a professional on board, so all the naysayers have nothing to say while they're running off their beaks. Good, because just like how they tearing down, we tearing down too, right? Good. So it's good to have a professional on board so that questions can be answered correctly. And then these three stooges who seem to be so obsessed, foreign woman, to add on to what you were saying, that it is out of control. It's out of control. So if you can clearly look up the word depression, and you can see, I'm in the medical field. I don't need to look it up, but just to, right? And usually when you think or feel that you're depressed, the only person who can diagnose you as being depressed is a psychiatrist. Because it's a mood disorder. Now, you could go to counseling first. And the counselor will do an assessment on you. And based on that assessment, you might not be, or could, whatever, be referred to psychiatry now, because your depressive mood disorder is a little bit out there. Good? Okay. So there's nothing wrong with reaching out and helping ones and having some kind of a forum where you can refer these individuals elsewhere, right? Now when it comes to psychiatry, that's money. That's not free. Counseling is free. But then if you're referred to a psychiatrist based on the assessment, then that's where the money comes in. Good? That's where the money comes in. Because it's not free. Going to a psych doctor, I don't think is free. Good? So let's use our common sense. And again, more than we, point fingers, we counteract. So my thing is this. The people who are screaming and carrying on as usual, they're depressed. But they don't recognize it. But we see it here. The 5 signs of depression and the 3 stooges have all 5. Intelligently speaking. So this is why you see this behavior and you're trying to figure out what is wrong with these people. You have your answer. They're depressed and sad and unhappy. And when they see others happy and prosperous, it irritates them, makes them angry. The Three Stooges, yeah, they're all depressed. So when you hear people carrying on with their nonsense, just counteract it with the nonsense. Because we've just defined and we've given on I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board of Comments, we've given 5 signs of depression, and the Three Stooges have it. What are 4 causes of depression? Stressful events. Most people take time to come to terms with stressful events, such as bereavement or a relationship breakdown. The causes of clinical depression. Personality is included, family history, giving birth, loneliness, alcohol and drugs, illness. The most common symptom of depression is a feeling of sadness or emptiness that lasts for more than 2 weeks. A person may describe this symptom as a feeling of hopelessness. They may feel as if life will not get better, and that this intense level of sadness will last forever. Being unhappy is not the same as being depressed. Depression is a term often used loosely to describe how we feel after a bad week at work or when we're going through a breakup. But major depressive disorder, a type of depression, is much more complicated. There are specific symptoms that determine whether it's depression or the sadness we all sometimes experience in life. Determining if persistent, unshakable, dark feelings are a result of depression can be the first step toward healing and recovery. Dark feelings. Where have we seen that, guys? Where have we seen that, lifers? The Three Stooges have dark feelings. They're very depressed. It's really mental health. Read through these warning signs to see if it's time for you to see a mental health professional. Depression is a cruel disease that can affect anyone. It is very easy once the symptoms begin for a person to slide down the black hole of depression, where the symptoms spiral and feed off of each other. increasing in severity. Major depression is a mood disorder that affects the way you feel about life in general. Having a hopeless or helpless outlook on your life is the most common symptom of depression. Other feelings may be worthlessness, self-hate, or inappropriate guilt. Common recurring thoughts of depression may be vocalized as, "It's all my fault," or "What's the point?" Depression can take the pleasure or enjoyment out of the things you love. A loss of interest or withdrawal from activities that you once looked forward to, sports, hobbies, or going out with friends, is yet another telltale sign of major depression. Another area where you may lose interest is sex. Symptoms of major depression include a decreased sex drive and even impotence. Increased fatigue and sleep problems. Part of the reason you might stop doing things you enjoy is because you feel very tired. Depression often comes with a lack of energy and an overwhelming feeling of fatigue, which can be among the most debilitating symptoms of depression. This could lead to excessive sleeping. We've seen that. We've seen that on the phone. The Three Stoogies. If you have been feeling down and you just can't seem to shake it. Oh, I missed this part. Hold on. Depression is also linked with insomnia. You can't sleep. As one might lead to the other and vice versa. They can also make each other worse. The lack of quality restful sleep can also lead to anxiety. Wow. If you have been feeling down and you just can't seem to shake it, the things that have made you happy are not of interest, or they're not having the same effect, then it's not just sadness, not letting go. While depression hasn't been shown to cause anxiety, the two conditions often occur together. Symptoms of anxiety can include nervousness, restlessness, or feeling tense, feelings of danger, panic, or dread. rapid heart rate, rapid breathing, increased or heavy sweating, trembling or muscle twitching, troubles focusing or thinking clearly about anything other than the thing you're worried about. So, you see, when we look over, the depressive mood disorder, and then you get to, define and recognize the symptoms, you can clearly see and get the answers to why ones behave in the manner that they do. And what we're seeing when it comes to the three stooges is signs, symptoms of major depression. So when you see ones, giggling and laughing and have their little snide remarks to make, and they're having such a wonderful time tearing down and being amused by it, they are depressed. That's it. They're sad. And that's it. You know the term, them sad bad. That's what that is. So while they're anticipating again another fall, another tear down, everything they turn good into terrible, right? Then, smart minds, if you're going to do something, then just make sure that you have a licensed counselor on board and do your thing. And just counteract the nonsense and ignore these people as usual and just, whatever. But these people to themselves, they need counseling. They do. They need counseling because now they've been informally diagnosed, right? Because we're looking at the symptoms and the signs and symptoms. And it attributes, all those 5 signs attributes to the 3 stooges. Because we've clearly heard the breakdowns, the sleeping and the snorings, the continuous babblings, and all of this. We've heard everything. Now we're trying to figure out why. Why? People, they're depressed. That's it. They're depressed people. Not only are they delusional, right? But they are also suffering from depression. And while they are there tearing down others, they don't recognize that they themselves are in a depressive state. Yeah, because they can't focus and concentrate on anything else. Nothing else. They can't. It's impossible. It's just not going to happen. So if you have that mindset, then, there's some kind of, disorder thing going on here. It's not normal, as it said. It's not normal. And when it's not normal, what does it become? It becomes a mental issue. I'm a nurse. I can talk about it. You guys might not be able to, but I can. Okay. So it's not normal. Because you don't really see anybody else doing this thing. You know, they're doing their other things. Right? They're doing their, whatever. But then when you see, individuals who's just, they're only on one thing, that's not normal. It's not. You know, I talk about all kinds of stuff. I don't just talk about one thing as if I'm crazy or something. Because you all would think I'm crazy. The one topic, whoever again. You can't talk about nothing else. Y'all would think I was... So that's how you get to see the mindset of, the people there. And you're wondering, what is the situation? Well, the situation is called depression. That's it. That's it. They're depressed over somebody. It's causing them great depression. Great. In the early 20s, there was a thing called the Great Depression. That's where there was no food, nothing to eat, nothing. Everything gone. That was called the Great Depression. You could look that up, right? That was in the 20s. Everything was frigged up, 1920 plus, right? So that word in itself, you can see what it means, right? And then when you attribute it to people, it just makes things more clearer. So I think I've answered, I wouldn't pay these people any mind because they're depressed. They need counseling. They definitely do need counseling. They need to go to an outreach program. Because we clearly see the signs of depression amongst the three of them every single day. So, I just like to counteract things because you have people on this earth who are so cruel and mean-spirited. So I would rather try to figure out the reason why the people is like this. So when you hear words being thrown out and you look and you see, you say, well, oh, there's 5 symptoms and these 3 have it. I love this show. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to subscribe and of course press the like button. My lifers. So I wasn't going to really talk about this, but I said let me talk about this because it was kind of like irritating me. So I wanted to break it down intelligently as a like a counteraction mode thingy where ones are planning and setting for you and have all things to say, but then they don't know your plans of how you're going to do stuff. So I said, what, let me put my 2 cents in just in case. So the intelligent thing to do, just to keep these people quiet, is to just have a licensed counselor on board, just in case. So with that, like I said, my head is hurting me. Thank you for watching me, guys, but I just wanted to deal with the 3 Stooges. And to let you know that they're suffering from depression. Okay, guys, that's all. They're depressed. That's it. They're very sad. That's all it is. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.